Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk. Eddie the Magic Monk.
Hey guys, Eddie the Magic Monk here. In the previous video, I just unboxed my Logitech G240. It cost $15 Australian, so probably about $10 US. And we're going to test it with the Logitech G502. And according to the folks at at EB Games, this is one of the most popular mouse in the world. Okay, it cost me about 60, I think it was 68 Australian dollars. So probably about 40 to 50 US dollars. So not very cheap. And now I'm going to open it up and test it out with the mouse pad and let you guys know how it feels. Okay, so let's check this out by opening it up. A 60 something dollar mouse. Must be really good. Play advanced. Precision tracking up to 16,000 DPI. So it must be really smooth. So when you're playing games, it must be, whoever you're aiming at, it must be aiming at the right place. That's what I'm hoping. Otherwise, why would you spend so much money? But honestly, I just want a mouse where it speeds things up, because sometimes I couldn't get to where I want to get to when I'm video editing or something like that. Play advanced. Okay, cool mouse. Cabled mouse, it's not wireless. I'm guessing to reduce latency while you're playing a game, it probably can't be wireless. Pretty long cable. I wonder how long this cable is. Okay, so the tape actually sticks with it, so it doesn't come off, I don't think. Alright, so it's designed to stay on the cable. So this would be at least 1.5 meters. Okay, the cable, at least 1.5 meters. Alright, so directly plugs into the USB. USB cable, as you can see. Alright, and what's this for? Why would you open it up? Oh yes, you can open it up. So you open it up like this. Alright, just open it up like that. But not sure what the point in doing that is. What's in here? To make it heavier or what? Not sure why you would do this at the moment, but you can see it says each one is 3.6 grams. So 3.6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them. 18 grams. 18 grams of weight. So it is a bit heavier. I'm going to test it out. But so far the buttons feel really good. A lot of buttons. Button, 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 button here. A lot of buttons you can use. Alright, so let's try and test it out what it feels like. Hey guys, it's Eddie the Magic Monk. There are a few things that I need to talk about with this mouse that I think you'd be interested in. So I'm sort of aiming at people who are not very familiar with gaming. I've read some I've read up on some stuff, and it's going to help you a lot if you're new to gaming and new to buying gaming mouse and things like that. So the first thing you need to do, okay, once you've got this mouse, is you need to go to the Windows settings and you need to disable precision enhancement, because Windows does that for mouse that are not very accurate. So if you let Windows do that with this mouse, it's going to screw up how accurate it is in the game. So go into mouse settings. So I've already opened it, but let's say you haven't opened it, just search for mouse and you should see this mouse settings button. Open that up. And then you want to go to adjust mouse and cursor, additional mouse options. All right, and then you want to go to pointer options and disable this. Enhance pointer precision. All right, make sure you get rid of that. Okay, and you can see that already it's moving so much faster. So I click that. It's so slow. Okay, it's totally screwed it up. So I get rid of that. Moves so much faster. Okay, so you get rid of that, and now it's suddenly moving too fast. All right, so you got a few options. You can either slow down this pointer speed over here. Okay, and you can see it slowed down a lot. All right, so actually that's what we'll do for now, but I'll talk more about other options very soon. Okay, so that is the first thing you want to do, is get rid of that pointer precision enhancement. All right, so once you're done with that, the next thing I want you to do is to go to the G502 Hero Gaming Mouse support website from Logitech, because there are two things here you need to download. You need to download the setup guide, and you also need to download the software for customizing your mouse called G-Hub. So you need to download these two things. So how do you get to here? Well, that's the address, but I simply just Googled it. So I'll show you that from the start. If you go to Google and you just go to Logitech G502, right, and there's that G502 Hero if you want to be more specific. All right, so there's your mouse, 129. 129. So I got it for like 68 or something like that. Okay, so go into support, and that's where you get to this website. Okay, so you're gonna download the setup guide. I've downloaded it, it's over here already. And you're gonna download the G-Hub software. So I've downloaded that, and it's over here already. So let's talk about these two things. Well, firstly, if you go into the user manual, okay, the only reason why we would use this is to give you an idea of what the buttons are, what the default buttons functionalities are. Okay, so what does this button do? Left, right. So left, right. Okay, what does this button do? Button 12. Button 12, wheel mode shift. So what that means is you click this button, which is button 12 here. Click it once. The mice will switch, the wheel will switch between a very smooth mode. Okay, so right now it's very smooth. Or if you click it again, it becomes a very clicky mode. Every movement is a little click. So that's probably useful in a game when you're switching weapons, right? Because you know when you've switched. You move it a little bit, you know when you've switched it. But if you get rid of that mode, then it's very useful for browsing the web, because it's very smooth. But you click it once, every little step is a little click. All right, so that took a little bit of getting used to, but it's not that difficult. Okay, so then you have profile. So then you've got 4 and 5 are the forward and back buttons. So back, forward is 4 and 5. So those two buttons are located here. Okay, so what that means is when you're browsing a website, right? Let's say I want to go back. Okay, what was it? Back was number 4. So I can just click this button here. It goes back. Goes back. And then this button will go forward. Okay, so that's those two buttons there. And then DPI shift. Okay, DPI shift 6 and 7. DPI down and DPI up. So that's 7 and 8. These two buttons here, 7 and 8. So these two buttons here, what are they doing? Well, DPI stands for, they should talk more about it here, but actually it doesn't. But DPI is basically dots per inch. So when you move your mouse for 1 inch like that, okay, that's probably 1 inch, 2.5 centimeters. How much does it move across the screen? You got some settings. You got 1200, 2400. These are pixels. Okay, so you could make it super sensitive so that when you move 1 inch like that, it moves 6,400 pixels across the screen. So dots per inch or pixels per inch. That's what DPI stands for. All right, so what does this do? 8 and 7. 8 and 7 simply means we change the DPI value up and down. So let's say I go 8 is shift DPI up. So if I press 8 a few times, press that button a few times, look what happens. Super sensitive. I barely move the mouse and it's going across the screen. But if I press this a couple of times, all right, it's now moving very slow. So that's the DPI shift. So you might find that useful, right? You might find that useful in a game. Okay, so what do we have now? DPI shift. This button here. So that's this button right here. That's probably more for when you're in a game and you press that, it gets into sniper mode and it gets to a specific DPI. Specific DPI that you want when you're sniping. Scroll left, scroll right. So that's what obviously on a page. So if I'm shrink this, right, and I try to scroll right, it moves to the right. Scroll left, moves to the left. That's what it does. All right, and profile select. So what's going on? So these button G9, which is 11, so this button right here allows you to switch between these profiles. Profile 1, 2, 3. Okay, but because we're going to customize it anyway in the software that I'm going to show you, I'm not really going to use it. All right, forget that. Forget this profile, onboard profile, because we're going to change this for every game anyway. So let's get to our software. Right, it's now a bit too sensitive, so I'll just turn it down a bit. Okay, so the software automatically detects what devices you have, Logitech devices. So we're going to customize our G502 Hero. And as soon as you get into here, what you can do is you can decide whether you want to edit the profiles for each of your games. Or you can go into settings and go to onboard memory mode, which are the default profiles. Right? So we're going to turn that off so that we can have a different profile for each game. So you go to a game that you want. Okay, I'm not going to care about the lights and all that because that's just not my thing. But you go to sensitivity and you can say what you want your sensitivity for that game to be. Okay, so let's say I've seen that most Fortnite players set their DPI to 1000 because they don't think any more than that is necessary. But let's say you set it to a bit higher than that. Restore default. Okay, 1200. Because I've heard that it's good to leave it at default, but who knows. Okay, so the Fortnite is default 1200. So when you start playing Fortnite, hopefully the DPI will be 1200. Okay, then you can go to assignments and you can change what the buttons do for that game. So what I've done is I've set building a wall to G5. So I'll just show you how to do that. So each button basically has a default option. So right now there's forward and back. That's these two buttons here for going forward a page, going back a page. I'm just going to change that to wall and floor. So drag wall to it, drag floor to it. That's all I want to do right now. I want to go into the game. I want to see whether clicking this will build a wall and clicking this will build the floor. All right. And actually, because I'm not going to shift, I'm not going to care about sniping. Oh, actually, I might use that later. But I'm not going to change my DPI during the game. Or I'm not going to change my profile during the game. So I might go to building edit. What else is there? What else is there? Rotate building. I might change this rotate building to this cycle. I might go roof is up, DPI up, because I'm not going to fiddle around with my DPI during the game. And I'm going to go stairs is DPI down. Okay, so I got a few things there for building stuff. So let's just see what happens when we play the game. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of that. Okay, active profile, Fortnite. I'm just going to check Fortnite profiles activated. All right, it's still all there. All right, so now I'm going to play Fortnite and see whether it actually works. Battle Royale, play. Okay, so let's see. What am I? So it's moving super slowly. Okay, so I already know that the sensitivity is too low. Now, rather than messing around with DPI, what I'll do is I'll go to the settings inside the game and I'll change the sensitivity. All right. So yeah, that's a bit better. Jump out. Okay, so remember what we're mainly testing is the building. What's going on? Oh my god, there's people behind me already. Oh, just leave me alone. Just want to build. already nearly dead. Oh, I killed someone. That was my first kill on YouTube. First YouTube kill, and it's with this mouse. So it's definitely a better mouse. Definitely way better mouse than any mouse I've ever had. Alright, so I'm just gonna now try building. So what the default key for building is Q, I guess. Right? And then you got wall. So I guess I don't have enough stuff. Material. Right click is change material. So I can build stairs only. Okay, now who remembers what the key for building stairs were? It was this button here. So I'm going to press that button and see how stairs came up. Alright, so no stairs, press this button here. Stairs comes up. Okay, so it's working. Alright, and what about F4? What's going on there? Quick chat. Roof. Okay, so let's switch between these two. Why is quick chat? So you got stairs, roof. And I'm not sure why quick chat comes up with that. Not a Fortnite pro, unfortunately. So there it is, the buttons are working. That's all I care about. Reload. Alright. Probably... Oh, got a shield potion. Use that. Right, get rid of some more stuff so I can test out the building. F1 is... Oh, there it is. Someone's coming to get me. So see, I can press this button here to get to the wall. Oh, that is the best kill I have ever done in this game. Alright, because now I'll get another shield potion. I'll drink it. I have never done this well in a game. And it's all thanks to this mouse. I've got a pump shotgun. And I've got a burst assault rifle. Alright, and I've got more shield potion. Does that work? Can't use it. So I probably made the mistake of drinking the wrong one. So I don't even know whether orange is better than blue or whatever. So this is definitely the best game that I've played in a long time. Survivor medal. Got a survivor medal. So now you can see why people buy a better mouse. Alright. Actually, I haven't been watching the map. So I'm quite far away from the circle right now. I need to get to the circle. But yes, as I demonstrated before, you can just press these keys. Right? And it starts building. wall, ceiling, so that needs to be sorted out. But you basically got ceiling or roof or ceiling. Alright, we'll sort that out later. Probably easier to just use the keyboard, to be honest. Okay, where is the where are the enemies? What's going on here? Someone's built this. Sneaky snowman, what does that do? Oh. What? Please let this be bandage. Nah. No bandage. "25 players. So if I want to build a wall, I just press this button and it'll build it. Okay, so that's the good part about it. Press Q to go back to weapons. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that was so close. I could have got him. Alright guys, well that's the best game I've played in a very long time, thanks to this mouse. Thanks for watching guys, see you next time.
Thanks for watching guys, see you next time.